Okay, here we go. We are official. Welcome to what is today, February 16th, Ohana Tribe Continuing Education. Tonight's topic is MetaPWR, which all of your faces on the screen that are on live with me, I know you all know that I love MetaPWR, but if you're watching the recording, maybe you don't know that I love MetaPWR. But by the end, you probably will know that I love MetaPWR, and it has been like such a blessing in my life and countless other lives. So I'm excited to share with you, give it a snippet about MetaPWR, and then I'll stay on at the end to answer any questions that you might have. But I'm super excited that you're here, either live or watching the recording. So here we go. Are we ready? So, and again, those of you on the screen, I know you all know me. You know that my name is Jessie, but again, if you're watching the recording, maybe you don't know that my name is Jessie. And I just want to tell you that I'm super proud of you, and I want to commend you for taking the time just to out of your day to join me in watching this, because a lot of people don't have the courage to take the first steps towards their health, and maybe even the finances. So, but you're here and you're watching this, and we're going to do something about our health and wellness. And I want you to know that you should be really proud of yourself because you are taking that step. So our doTERRA oil community team name is Ohana Tribe. And we are a really fun community of individuals who we love our oils, we love our doTERRA products, we love natural, all things natural, and we love being in community together. So those of you that are in Ohana Tribe, I'm so thankful that you're here. And if you're not in Ohana Tribe yet, there's still time, okay? So just a quick background on me, if we haven't had a chance to meet. I've been using doTERRA since I was pregnant with my oldest son, Lucas. So that's going to be almost 10 years now, which is just mind-blowing to me. And then I've been doing the business side of doTERRA for about 7 years. And then my husband, Ryan, joined me in the doTERRA business side of things about 5.5 years ago. It's our family business. We have 4 amazing children. We have Lucas, who's our oldest, our son, Brody, who is in heaven, and then our daughter, Evelyn, and our sweet little caboose, Noah. And we love using the expression that we are a full-time family because we do life together, and it sometimes is sort of crazy and chaotic and messy, but we love it overall. And God has just reaffirmed it. Like we are right where we're supposed to be. So here we are. So tonight is all about me sharing more with you about becoming the best version of yourself, because I am a firm believer that MetaPWR can help you do just that. And so I want to help you experience and have health and vitality at every age. I have a short video that I'm going to show you. I hope that my video link works this time. So I'm just going to give it a quick chance to do its thing. And if it doesn't work, then I'm just going to keep moving on. But I'm going to try. So here we go. Thumbs up, can you hear? Okay.
Today is the day that everything changes. Look at you. You're so young, vibrant, and full of energy. So much more life ahead of you, and yet already so wise. I wonder, did you know then what I know now? That when you made this choice, it would set us on a course for a truly rich and powerful life. You wanted an edge, a little extra flexibility, faster recovery from those spontaneous adventures, feeling good, clear mind, confidence, and abundant energy to embrace everything you set your sights on. Yes, including him. Your commitment to wellness gave me the hope I have today. Motherhood changes your world. Some days things may feel a little upside down. The juggle is so real. But mostly, you hold it all together with ease and grace, keeping up with the kids, crushing it at work. Every room you walk into feels more alive. And because of her, you have a new reason to recommit to yourself. your healthy habits become the legacy you hand down. In all the years to come, you're still full of energy. You still have an edge. Yes, your body changes, but mostly in ways that you love. You still go on spontaneous adventures. You can still keep up with the kids. And you still embrace everything life has to offer. Because of this day and your commitment to everyday sense, to move with intention, to eat well, to laugh often, to stay centered, to teach by example, to reach for every advantage. Every day, you made a commitment to me, your future self. So I just want to say thank you for the choice you make today to live your most powerful life.
Isn't that so good? I love that video. I love it so much. Okay. Oh gosh. Hold on. Okay. So I've unmuted myself. I'm back. I love that video because it just, I don't know, it just gives me like hope and it gets me excited about being the best version of myself now and in the future. So I love sharing it with people. Okay, so question for you. What is keeping you from living your best life? Are you lacking the energy that you need to do the things you want to do? Are you not getting the quality of sleep that you need? Does your mood fluctuate day to day? Are you holding on to extra pounds that you wish you didn't have? Do you experience brain fog on a regular basis? Are you consumed by stress? There's something that all of these things that I just mentioned have in common, and they're linked to aging. But this is where, what if we could reverse the clock on aging? Can you imagine what it would feel like to have the mental clarity like when you were in your 20s? What about increasing your health span? And you might be thinking, like, what the heck is health span, Jesse? And that's a really good question. But because I didn't know that terminology until MetaPWR came into my life. But in a nutshell, thanks to medical technology, humans are living longer. So medical advances are helping us live longer, but not always with the quality of life that is needed for fulfilling, powerful lives. And so our lifespan has exceeded our health span, meaning that we're living longer, but not necessarily with vitality and health for all of those years. In fact, the last 8 years of life are statistically spent with inhibited enjoyment of life because of health limitations. And so it's just not the effects of aging. It's life is just full of stressors that can make us feel much older than we are. We get aches, we can't sleep, we experience brain fog and take much longer to bounce back than we'd like. And we can feel like we're working overtime just, to get through the day. You know what I'm talking about? But is that how you want to live each precious day of your life? Is that how you want to feel in the extra years that we have gained because of medical advances? And guys, I know the answer is no, right? I mean, I know the answer for me is no, then the answer is no for all of us, right? So what is preventing us from living our life vibrantly? And the truth is you can control how you feel. And that's where it's time to close that gap between our lifespan and our health span, okay? And it all comes down to our metabolic health, which is another term that I hadn't heard of until MetaPWR came into my life. So what is metabolic health? I thought it was just another word to say metabolism because I'd heard of that. I'm like, oh, you have a fast metabolism or you have a slow metabolism. But you guys, it's so much more than that, all right? Our metabolic health is responsible for many things inside of our body. So when our metabolic health isn't good, we start to experience things like extra weight, especially around our belly, an increase in inflammation and joint issues in our body, a decrease in our energy, cholesterol issues, blood sugar issues, brain fog, sleep issues, our skin starts to age, and then we might, even find ourselves getting more irritable. So our metabolic health is directly linked to our biological age. Okay. So, people who look years younger than the number of candles on the birthday cake. Or we've seen the opposite too, right? You know, when you go to something like a class reunion, everybody was the same age, but they don't all look the same age. It's not just a phenomenon that happens with physical appearance. This is an example of biological aging. So biological age is a measure of how young our cells appear based on how healthy they behave. So just as our outward appearance doesn't always represent our numerical age, cellular health doesn't always line up with it either. Does that make sense? Remember, it took a while for me to I had to think through that, as they were explaining it and I was getting trained. I was like, okay, I get it. But our biological age is our body's age and has nothing to do with how many trips around the sun we have had. So one of the ways we can increase our biological age is by spiking our blood sugars. So every time our glucose levels spike, we age. So you see my grimace on my face? I'm grimacing, oh. But so what happens when we eat? You guys, our blood sugar levels spike, which means that we age every time we eat. And I love eating. So this is a big problem, right? I love food. There was this, someone shared a video yesterday and it was from the movie Julie and Julia, which I love that movie so much. But the clip was of Julia Child's husband saying what do you like in life? And she's like, I love to eat and I do it well. And I'm like, yes, that is me. I love food and I love eating, So this is where we're going to talk through things, but it just made me giggle. Okay, so moving on. According to a study from Harvard that was done in 2018, 93.2% of Americans do not have a healthy metabolic age. So another way to think of this is that for every 14 people that you meet, 13 of them have suboptimal metabolic health. And many don't realize it, all right? And odds are statistically that you're one of those 13 people. I'm not trying to be super negative, but I mean, just statistically, So we're in the throes of a health crisis. So, questions are is it possible to reverse this? Can we start to have more energy and less brain fog? Can our bodies finally lose that extra weight that it clings to? Can the wrinkles on our face actually start to diminish? Can our skin have a healthier glow in the tone of our body? Can we just live our whole life feeling more youthful? And you guys, scientists and emerging studies are saying yes, that we can. So this is why we need to look at this whole metabolic health situation and why the world needs a metabolic health awakening. So how we're going to do this, okay? We need to start by being more mindful of what we're putting into our bodies, by moving our bodies daily, by finding ways to manage our daily stress and getting good sleep, and then by having healthy relationships and smart supplementation, which smart supplementation portion is where MetaPWR comes into play. These are the 5 pillars of metabolic health. Okay, so take a screenshot if you want. We'll come back to this, but these are the 5 pillars. These are the things that are important to helping us have good metabolic health, which is going to help serve our bodies and help us live a wonderful life. Okay, so our MetaPWR system from doTERRA fits into that smart supplementation category. Okay, so this is it. Say hello. Say hi, MetaPWR. Nice to meet you. MetaPWR is a metabolic health line that's unlike anything you've ever seen. So doTERRA came up with the name MetaPWR. I'll break it down for you. So meta means highest level of awareness. And then the PWR stands for personal wellness realized. So I love knowing that behind the how they come up with names, just like doTERRA means gift of the earth. I love that. So our MetaPWR line consists of 6 different products, all which play a vital role in our metabolic health. So I don't want you to leave this class and just say, okay, I just want to go buy a 15 ml bottle of the MetaPWR essential oil blend. I'm just going to do that. And I'm going to expect all these results that Jessie just talked about. I'm going to be talking to and preaching to all 6 of these products. And I encourage anyone that's getting started, get all 6 products. You want the entire system. Then as you use up stuff, replace it as needed. You're not going to go through everything at the same pace, but I want you all to start out with all 6 products. Okay. So Step one, so there's 3 steps in MetaPWR, okay? And all of the MetaPWR line, all 6 products are infused with our hero essential oil blend, MetaPWR. Okay, so all of them have that 15 ml, that essential oil blend as an ingredient inside of them. Okay, so that MetaPWR essential oil blend is a combination of cinnamon, peppermint, lemon, grapefruit, and ginger. Okay, it's synergistically blended together to curb cravings. It stops the maturation of fat cells and supports our metabolic health. So this MetaPWR, so step one, think of this, it comes in 4 different product options. The first thing is you can get the essential oil blend so that you can do things like adding a drop to your water throughout the day. It's an easy thing to do, okay? You could diffuse it. It's super yummy diffused. The beadlets help give you just a little burst of MetaPWR oil in your mouth. It's like a quarter or a third of a drop of essential oil. So keep those in your purse, just if you're feeling like a little craving pop up, eat it. Like you could chew the MetaPWR beadlet or you could swallow it just like a pill. Okay, the third thing is the soft gel. So the soft gel, I encourage people to take after every meal. Just take the soft gel. It's 2 drops of MetaPWR essential oil. Then the gum. Okay, so anytime you have cravings, like just pop in a piece of gum and chew it. Just, you know how to chew gum, right? We all know how to chew gum. So if you happen to get it in your hair, just grab your lime essential oil. It'll help get it out. Okay, I have young children, so we deal with gum and hair. But you guys, these are like, so this is step one. All right, so the soft gel I want you to take after every meal. All right, the other ones as cravings pop up. Okay, step 2 is MetaPWR Assist. All right, so do you remember how earlier I said every time our glucose levels spike, we age? And whenever we eat, our glucose levels, things happen. So then like we age whenever we eat. Okay, so this is where Assist comes in. It's beautiful. So MetaPWR Assist not only has the MetaPWR essential oil in it, because remember all 6 products have the MetaPWR essential oil blend in it, but it also has more cinnamon, it has mulberry and berberine. And what it does is it stabilizes our glucose levels. And this is a pill that you take it once a day with your largest carb heavy meal. Okay. And so you could be a super user like I try to be. I try and take it before my two of my meals each day, but really at least take it once a day before your largest carb heavy meal. And I want you to take it about 20 to 30 minutes before eating, if you remember. Now this is where some people are like, oh, Jessie, I forgot to take it. Oh, I forgot to take it. Like I've had times where, I'm sitting down to eat and I'm like, I forgot to take it. I just run over and take it. It's okay. Yes, I didn't take it 20 to 30 minutes. And the reason they say they want you to take it 20 to 30 minutes before eating is so that your body can start breaking it down so that then when the food hits, it's like you get the most bang for your buck, but you're still going to get benefit if you take it just when you sit down to eat. Okay. And as you get more regulated in your routine of taking it, you'll remember more frequently. Okay. So this MetaPWR Assist will not only decrease your post-meal spike, but it will also help you keep your blood sugars balanced. And it helps you have sustainable energy throughout the day. Like it's crazy cool. I love MetaPWR Assist. So just like a quick little testimony for you. I've been taking MetaPWR, the whole line, since September. So I'm not quite yet to 6 months. But just if you know me, I love food, but I've been a grazer. I've always been a grazer. I enjoy good food. I like good quality food. I enjoy baking. Dieting has never been something for me because it just seems too restrictive and never just seemed like a long-term solution for me. And I love making bread and all those things. Like eliminating bread from my diet just sounds like way too sad to me. Like, I'm like, that's just not a happy life to me. I love bread. Okay. But we've really worked hard in our house to just clean up our diet over the past couple of years. That being said, we still eat bread, but we make it from scratch. We use kamut, like good quality ingredients. We use kamut flour whenever we can. But we don't do the things that we did when we first were married, where we bought like the Costco burritos and, Eggo waffles, and we make our own waffles from scratch. Some of those things that we believe have made huge differences in our diet. But we really like to live by the 80-20 rule. Okay. And we're really proud of ourselves for how far we've come with our food consumption. So when I started MetaPWR in September, I told myself I'm not going to restrict myself from foods. I just want to see how MetaPWR, works by itself. And so I just would listen to my body. And if my body wanted to eat a really yummy one of my homemade cookies, I would allow myself to eat it and enjoy it. I wouldn't let myself feel any guilt. But this is where it was really cool, as I was just really listening to my body. I was not eating cookies as much as I used to. It was crazy. I've eaten way less cookies and all the things since pre-MetaPWR. All right. My cravings have drastically, significantly changed, like so different. And it's just like, not because I've been restricting myself, but just because I'm listening to my body. I'm using these MetaPWR products, and my body is just regulating itself and operating as God designed it to operate. Okay. So, because this is where, as your body's adjusting with MetaPWR, it's learning, excuse me, it's learning what's called metabolic flexibility. So it's the idea that our body's fuel preferences can change. So for example, like right now, your body might be preferring glucose as a form of fuel, but then it can shift, eventually preferring fuels like fatty acids. And so that's where it's like, I have felt my body do that shift over the past like 5 months. And as your body shifts, then you're going to see a change, and these really cool unexpected results might pop up. And then you can discover what is the best MetaPWR product protocol for you throughout the day. And we're just like, we're just loving MetaPWR overall. We're really loving it. And I'm excited for you guys to all experience it as well, which I know some of you on the screen live with me, I know you have MetaPWR. I'm so excited. Okay, so I have this image I want to show you. But just as we lose weight in our bodies, we don't actually reduce the number of fat cells in our body. We just simply burn the fat that's stored within each cell, causing them to become smaller. So as we, reach adulthood, the number of fat cells in the human body just pretty much stay the same. So the cells can grow and they can shrink, they can change in size, and then 5 to 10% die each year, but then they're replaced. So as they're replaced, we want to make sure that they're replaced with healthy cells, right? We want healthy cells replacing the cells that die off. So the steps that we take to restrict fat cell growth are what make the biggest difference to our body fat percentage, or our BMI, as people call it. So fat cells grow when they retain droplets of fatty acids, usually because you're consuming more food than needed. So on the screen, you see these 3 clumps of balloons, right? So the piles of balloons represent adipose fat cells. And, that pile of smallest balloons, those are our fat cells before they're full of fatty acids. And then, as they get filled with fatty acids, they get bigger, right? The number of balloons in each one of those pictures is exactly the same. It's just they're inflated more, okay? So bottom line, we want to be like the fat cell, like the balloons on the left side of the screen, right? And so MetaPWR Assist helps slow the growth of our fat cells so they stay like that small clump on the left side of the screen and are less likely to inflate like the balloons on the right. Okay, so we want to keep those balloons shrinking and small. Okay, so that was step 2, assist. Okay, then step 3 is MetaPWR Advantage. So the 2 things that are crucial for metabolic function both begin to decrease at the age of 25. The first thing is collagen. So collagen gives our skin its elasticity and firmness. I feel like that's what I always thought of collagen. I was like, oh, it's for our skin, to make our skin look better. But there's so much more to it than just that. So collagen also supports lean muscle and connective tissues, like the ligaments in your knees, for example, are composed of collagen. They allow your knee to flex, to bend, to absorb shock. So that's the first thing, is collagen. This starts decreasing right around the age 25. The second thing is NAD+. So without NAD+, without sufficient levels of it in our body, our cells can't generate the energy that they need to survive and carry out their functions. So basically, without NAD+, we'd be on the fast track to death. And preclinical studies suggest supplementing with something like NMN may increase NAD+, which all these like things, NMN, NAD, So they just help our cells and body systems to function more youthfully. So bottom line is we need NAD plus, and NMN helps us have it. And then also collagen, we need that. So, but the problem with a lot of the NMN supplements out there on the market is they're synthetic, which means they're fake, right? And what a lot of people experience with the synthetic forms is exhaustion and brain fog because of the high amounts needed of the synthetic form, which who wants to have exhaustion and brain fog? Like that's not desirable either. So this is where doTERRA, of course, is not going that route of synthetic. So our third step in the MetaPWR system is, is Advantage, and it combines the power of marine collagen plus an almost impossible to find natural form of NMN plus 10 other ingredients to target optimal cell functioning and health span. So it's not just a collagen product, it's collagen plus so much more, all right? And so this product can replace vital collagen in our bodies and supports natural production of NAD plus in our body, which helps slow the signs of aging from the inside out. So the results are going to be slower biological aging, firmer, more elastic skin, which I'm like, yes, please. Improved cognitive function, more lean muscle and connective tissue, and so much more. You guys, so much more. So MetaPWR Advantage is game changing. It's a powdered supplement. You just mix it with water to activate the ingredients and you just drink it. It's so easy. Okay. So again, it's not just a collagen product. It's so much more. Okay. So it has 12 active ingredients that are synergistically combined to reverse aging, basically. Okay. Just like nothing out there compares to it. doTERRA sources our collagen from sustainably harvested cold water marine fish in locations like Italy. Other collagen products in the market, either from land or marine sources, typically contain only 15 to 35% of tripeptides, which just means your body's not digesting and absorbing the collagen, which doesn't bring the benefit that you're needing for your body. Our MetaPWR Advantage collagen is over 70% tripeptides. It gives us the absorption that we need. Just think about it. I use often the phrase, it gives us the most bang for our buck. So we're getting the most out of it. So a lot of what you've read out there about the best collagen available is just good marketing. doTERRA doesn't spend a lot of money on marketing. They spend their money on and their energy on sourcing the best, purest ingredients available, as well as the best science to effectively deliver the ingredients to our cells. So, I mean, this is like so huge. Again, it's not just a collagen product. It's so much more than that. I have these two comparison charts. You're welcome to take a screenshot if you want, or I'll put in the chat. I'm going to put a link to the collagen comparison chart. And then if you're watching the recording, you can reach out and I can send it to you. Oops. But I'm putting that link right now. Because there are a lot of collagens out there, so many. And so these charts help break down, like, because maybe you were using a different brand of collagen, you could compare and different things. But there's this gal, Rachel, who did all kinds of research comparing all the different brands. And so I want to give her credit for doing these charts. It was not me. Okay, you guys. Like the kind of protein or collagen that we used to use, we bought it at Costco, and I learned it was bought out by Nestle and it tested high in glyphosate through an independent lab test. And so like, no, thank you. We don't buy that anymore. Of course we do, our doTERRA Advantage. So a couple more highlights, if I haven't convinced you already to try our Advantage. Our collagen in MetaPWR Advantage is superior to anything else that you might have tried. So first thing is it's 12 times more absorbable than other collagen products. So when a supplement or nutrient is easily absorbed by your body, it's considered called bioavailable. So the number of grams that you read on the label isn't what determines how much collagen your cells will receive after taking it. Bioavailability factors in, okay? So the second thing is that most collagen replacing products only feature 1 or 2 collagen types. Our MetaPWR Advantage contains 9 unique collagen types. Most of the collagens out there that feature 1 or 2 collagen types are they're for skin, beauty, elasticity, wrinkles. Our Advantage has those types of collagen, but it also includes 7 other unique collagen peptide types that target specific functions in our bodies. So you get all the beauty benefits that collagen is known for, but then you can also recover faster from workouts, feel more flexibility in your joints, and you have more mental clarity no matter what your age. And you guys, like and again, some of you know this, some of you don't, but it's like, I've been on MetaPWR since September, and I'm coming off of having 2 babies pretty much back to back. And then in December, I started working out consistently, and I've been active my whole life, so I know my body, and, I took off a chunk of time from having the babies and just, I wasn't as active as I would have liked, but I started again in December, and I know my body well enough to how sore I should feel for working out. I'm trying to work out 5 days a week doing HIIT workouts, and you guys, my soreness is so, I mean, I have a little bit of soreness, just, I like that's normal, but not like, oh, I can't move soreness that I used to have. And so this is where I know it's the collagen and this advantage that's helping me recover faster in my workouts. Like, it's been so cool. And it's also because I have a bad knee. I blew out my knee in high school. And so I just have to, I don't have to baby it, but I just have to be cautious. And so I feel like in the past, it's like, especially if I'd taken a little break from working out, when I started working out again, it's like I get in, maybe a good week or two, and then I would hurt my knee somehow, and then I have to take a week or two off, and then I'd start again. And you guys, I've been going consistently since at some point in December. So, I've been going for several, almost 2 months now, and that's huge for me. And so, and I'm 42. And so it's been a really exciting thing for me to, not have all those injuries like I was having before. So, but if you're not convinced yet, I need to talk a bit more about collagen, because again, not all collagens are the same. So as I teach, just like when I teach about essential oils, and not all essential oils are the same. So I'm like, don't go and take the things I'm teaching about essential oils and then apply it to your Walmart oils. Don't do that. Just same thing with our advantage and our collagen. Don't take what I'm telling you about collagen and then go buy the Costco collagen. Don't do it. All right. Because a lot of the collagens out there are pre-packaged liquid collagens, and they use a process to sterilize their water-based delivery system. And that sterilization process eliminates the beneficial active ingredients like vitamins. Okay. Our MetaPWR Advantage is delivered to you in a powdered format. And so this is where, again, we just mix it with water, drink it, you mix it, you drink it up so that you can easily absorb those nutrients without the sugar content that accompany, like so many of the collagens out there have really high sugar content. And with our MetaPWR Advantage, you don't have to worry about that. Because again, that's a huge thing. Like the sugars really can spike our glucose levels, which all those things happen, So, and then the important thing I want to tell you too with our MetaPWR Advantage. So when doTERRA designed it and created it, functionality and efficacy was the main priority. Okay. Taste was secondary. So I crave the taste. I love it. I love it. There were a couple of days at the beginning where I was like, oh, this tastes sort of weird, but I knew it was good for me. So I kept going. Okay. But remember, efficacy and functionality remain priority. Taste is secondary. So again, when you start, if it tastes sort of like, just remember this piece of information, stick with it. And I crave Advantage now. My kids enjoy taking a sip. But really, this wasn't designed to taste like a margarita. Okay. That's different. That's something different. This is a health product and a health drink. doTERRA didn't want to add the extra sugar. Functionality and efficacy is number one for them. Okay. And this is our responsibility to just get it in our bodies. And again, I don't mind the taste, but I like to put it out there in case people, when they get started, they're like, oh, it tastes so, Jessie. It doesn't taste the best. I'm like, stick with it. It's not a margarita. Okay. But just so you know too, doTERRA is coming out with an unflavored, unsweetened version at some point in the future. So know that that's coming. But again, just like, I'm like, deal with it. Again, it's not. One of my friends, she was so funny. I was like, what do you say if people don't like the taste? She's like, I just tell them to get over it. It's not a margarita. Just get over it. But I do have, I like adding a little bit more water. I do about 12 to 14 ounces of water. I love my immersion blender. Blend it up, add a couple drops of MetaPWR essential oil, and it tastes great to me. But you could try adding a little bit more ice with it. You could try doing less water. I do have a recipe here for a MetaPWR cocktail that's really fun. I don't do this every day, but there are some days where I choose to be a super user and I will do Advantage, first thing in the morning, but then I'll do like a mid-afternoon one. And like that mid-afternoon one is when Ryan and I will like do a MetaPWR cocktail, and it's just a fun drink that you could do. So feel free to take a screenshot of this recipe. I love that Michaela said that her daughter Everly loves taking sips too. It's so good. And Evelyn, so Michaela has Everly and I have an Evelyn, and Evelyn will be like, "Can I have your assist? Can I have a drink?" She's like, "Where's your assist, mama?" And I'm like, "It's right here, honey." Okay, so another thing with our MetaPWR Advantage, it's a great value. It really and truly is. So, you can look at this chart. So because remember, there's 12 active ingredients in our MetaPWR Assist versus a lot of the other things out there is just collagen. So you get so much more than the collagen. If you were to break it down, and this is where, what is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, it's 6. If you break down buying some of like 6 of the individual ingredients of our Advantage, it costs you $314. But that's not what you pay for Assist at all. Okay, so this is where it's like, are you ready to have more energy, to have more clarity, to have less extra weight, to have better sleep, more youthful skin, so much more? You guys, I know you all say yes. I mean, who doesn't want to have that? And this is where safe, effective, and natural solutions don't have to break your budget. So this is where doTERRA has combined, again, all the powerhouse ingredients into one product. doTERRA simplifies our routine, saves us money. Who doesn't want to save money? Plus, then when we order it through doTERRA's loyalty rewards program, we get doTERRA dollars back, which is fantastic. So if you're just getting started and you need all 6 products, again, I said, get the kit, okay? And the kit is $179. And so, because again, if you were just to purchase like MetaPWR Advantage alone, or sorry, if you're to purchase ingredients like that are inside of it, you'd be paying over that $300. So you get the whole MetaPWR system for $179. So that's how I always recommend, if you're just starting out, get that. Or I'm even debating, like, because we're at the point where we're just low on everything. So I'm like, maybe I'll just get another kit, because again, whenever doTERRA bundles stuff, you get a deeper discount, right? And when we get our wholesale pricing and we have our wholesale account, we get that 25% off. So that's where the 179 comes in. Okay. So again, I know that all of you that are on live, like, you have your wholesale account. So if you don't have your doTERRA, if you don't have your MetaPWR system, you just need to log into your account and you need to order it. Okay. But if you watch, those of you watching the recording, if you don't have your MetaPWR kit yet and you need help ordering, just reach out to me or whoever else sent you the link and we'll get you started. Okay. So doTERRA like just has this, whenever they bundle things, again, you get a deeper discount. Plus, you guys, and I think I have a slide coming later, but while it's in my head, I'm going to tell you now. So Ryan and I are participating in this program with doTERRA called Diamond Club. And so when people open a wholesale account with Diamond Club, you get some extra freebies because you're just connecting with me. So, and again, I don't have to be the one to enroll you, but just because you're watching this video, I can offer you some freebies. So thinking of MetaPWR, if you were to buy the MetaPWR kit, you would also get, because of Diamond Club, a free bottle of Adaptive, which is a great mood support oil. There's a Diamond Club promo code that you need to get from me before you process your order. So just reach out and I'll give you that promo code. If you were to add a few things to your order and get to 200 PVs, you would get that MetaPWR Advantage. Plus you would get a Pebble Diffuser. Plus, because it's February, you would get the doTERRA promo of DigestZen and DigestZen soft gels, which those pair greatly with MetaPWR, because as you're doing this MetaPWR system, you might have some stomach discomfort and bloating and different things as your body. Remember how I explained that it fluctuates and it learns how to feed rather on sugars and stuff, and it feeds on healthy fats. There could be like a detox process or whatever. So the DigestZen products are really handy and helpful to have on hand. So if you did a 200 PV order, opened a wholesale account, and got the Diamond Club promo, you would get Adaptive, the Pebble Diffuser, DigestZen, and the DigestZen soft gels. I mean, it's like a crazy cool deal. So make sure you reach out if you or anyone you know needs that. And again, I don't have to be the enroller. I just need to, they just need to watch a video from me and like connect with me somehow. I know it's such like a good deal, right? Michaela says she wished she could re-enroll as a new customer. I mean, it's such a fun enrollment promotion. And then there's a way because of some doTERRA promotions and Diamond Club, that new people can then get like these really cool doTERRA dollars down the road back and all these fun things. Okay. So know that that's there. It's an option. Again, I always recommend people getting started with the kit. I always like to bring up the doTERRA wellness pyramid because it's building blocks. Things build on each other. And I rarely teach a class without showing this image. Because a lot of people have asked me like, oh, Jessie, you talk so much about lifelong vitality supplements. Does MetaPWR replace it? And the answer is no. So do you see where those things fit into the pyramid? So at the bottom is our nutrition and digestion, like having good, healthy, good food that we put in our bodies, having a good digestive system. That's where lifelong vitality, some of our other doTERRA supplements like Terrazyme and PB fit in to help with and support our nutrition and digestion. But then moving up the pyramid to our movement and metabolism, that's where MetaPWR fits in. Okay, so they're different. They don't replace each other. All right. So lifelong vitality is like helps with our micronutrients, which is micronutrients are vitamins and minerals. And then our macronutrients, which is like MetaPWR, helps there. Macronutrients are our proteins, our carbs, and our fats. So they both play in a really important role. So I know, like you've heard me, I love our lifelong vitality, and that's my favorite product. MetaPWR is like nice. Okay, I love it so much. And then it's really fun too. If you already have a doTERRA membership, you can save more by adding MetaPWR system to your LRP. And especially like if you have multiple people in your household. So you might say, okay, we're not going to go through a bottle of MetaPWR oil every month, but the MetaPWR Advantage or the MetaPWR Assist you are going to go through more frequently. So you can add some of those on for a discounted rate, which is like, I love it so much. I love it so much. Okay, so just like doTERRA, it's a great company. I know those of you that are on live, like you all know that it's an amazing company. Just they reward loyal customers, and so I have tips and tricks that I want to share with you. First thing I want to share with you is just my daily schedule that I do. So with MetaPWR, remember it's 3 steps. All right. So the step 1 is you want to take that MetaPWR oil, whether even the soft gels, the beadlets, or the gum, you want to take it throughout the day as cravings pop up. I like taking the soft gel after every meal. Okay. I'll see my LLV, take it AM and PM. All right. First thing in the morning, I like taking my MetaPWR Advantage, like literally almost exact first thing. I wake up, I go brush my teeth, I tongue scrape, I brush my teeth, then I take my Advantage. Then we have our coffee, or I feed Noah, or these different things. But Advantage is like one of the very first things that we do because I don't want to forget. And then I do it on an empty stomach. And then, breakfast comes later and all the things. So the soft gels I take after every meal. The Assist I take before my largest carb heavy meal of the day. And then some days that's where I do it before 2 meals. And then the oil, the gum, and the beadlets I do as cravings pop up. Okay. So these are some pictures of me. So, on the left-hand side of each picture is me in September. And then you can see as it's progressed through December, like I'm progressing, you guys, and I need to take pictures again. Confession, I haven't. And I'm really excited with these results. And so if you haven't yet taken pictures, it was humbling for me to take pictures, and you don't have to share your pictures with anybody. You don't have to do it, but it was really helpful for me to see the pictures because the number on the scale hasn't changed tons yet. But you can see, especially from like that September to December picture, like you can see a difference. And so that's showing me that the inflammation in my body is going down. Like I'm starting to feel my pants I felt for a while, my pants are fitting different. I had to buy some new jeans. I got a size smaller of jeans. Like all of that is very exciting for me to just have that happening. These are some more pictures, again, just of my progress. So there's that. I'm just gonna keep moving on from that. So I asked at the beginning of the class, and I'll ask it again. What's keeping you from living your best life? Are you ready to test out MetaPWR? Because it's been so life-giving for me. I've loved it so much, and I've loved hearing different people's testimonies. Everybody's story and journey with MetaPWR is different. It's not the same for everyone. Like because our bodies are all different. And so it's just neat seeing our bodies like get into a rhythm and a hum like they were designed to do. And so there are some people that had weight loss really fast starting out, some people that didn't, but it's all leveling out. And so it's like I had a big, I mean, you could see like my body change happen like that first initial one is pretty fast, and then it's like it's tapering out a little bit. But then I layered in another pillar of metabolic health, which is like moving my body. So I'm doing like the next level or whatever. So I have a lot of different resources for you besides this class right here, which I can give you the recording of. And again, you can share this recording with people. You're happy to, I mean, you're welcome to do so. I have another MetaPWR class where I go even deeper, believe it or not, where you talk a little bit more about stuff. doTERRA has put out a MetaPWR education course that you could go through. We have a MetaPWR Facebook group that my friend Jen and I are running together where we're doing different challenges and just encouraging each other over there. Through my phone number, I have a texting challenge that if you're like, hey, I'm getting my MetaPWR, or maybe there's some people that have had it for a while and they're like, I want you to send me the texting challenge again. And I can set it so that like every day for 30 days, you get a message from me just with some encouragement, quotes and different stuff. So know that that's there. Right now over in our my Facebook group, my friend Jen and I are in the middle of our power of MetaPWR, like we're doing a challenge right now, which I'm going to put a link in the chat to our Facebook group. You're welcome to join that. And again, share the link with friends and family. I already mentioned Diamond Club stuff, but again, these are all the promos that I was talking about. So if someone doesn't have a doTERRA account, bottom line, if they could do a 200 PV point value enrollment order, they get 4 freebies between Diamond Club and the doTERRA freebies. Like it's a smoking deal. But at least we want it to be 100 PV, so at least they get the adaptive. But I mean, 200 PV would be like crazy cool. So I have a promo code that people need to enter into their cart when they check out. And so just reach out. I can give you that promo code. February promotions. So again, for all of us with accounts, like if you do a 200 PV order, you can get Digestin and Digestin soft gels for free. So I mean, that right there is cool. So again, we have our wholesale accounts, get your 200 PV promo. In the past, doTERRA has done 200 PV promos different. It was like you could get it up to 4 times, but you had to do 4 different orders. But doTERRA now has switched it to where if you do a large order, like 400 PVs, they'll give you 2 of the Digestin promo, which is so cool. And then product of the month that ended yesterday, but it was fennel, which is a great digestive oil as well. I love fennel. Yarrow Palm is, 15% off this month. And then new people with wholesale accounts as well, if they open an account this month and then next month, if they choose to do a 100 PV LRP order, they're going to get $100 doTERRA back in April. Plus, if we connect them through Diamond Club, they get even more doTERRA back, which is really fun. And just ignore the flash sale because that actually sold out. I made the slides yesterday and they sold out, but hopefully you got in on it. You got a free bottle or roller of Jasmine, which is really fun. This is our continuing education schedule. Again, you can take a screenshot of this with our upcoming class schedule. Next week, we don't have continuing education, but we'll be back the following week, actually with another MetaPWR class. So you, in the meantime, get your MetaPWR, get started. And then for our next class on March 2nd, ask friends and family to come and join this class, and I'll teach again about it, and we'll just help because sharing is caring. We have to spread the word, okay? It's really important that we share about this. And then later in March, there's going to be some travel happening on my part. So we have some classes that aren't happening, but then we have a pregnancy, birth, and babies, which I feel like so many people around me are having babies or they just had babies and all the things. So I was like, let's throw that in there. And then at the end of the March, we're going to do a hormone class. Let me get this. So if you're in Ohana Tribe, remember when you attend, well, this isn't one of the 8 classes, so I'm not going to put the attendance thing up. So we have like a core 8 classes. When you hit the core 8 classes, you can earn a free diffuser. I'm really sorry, but MetaPWR isn't one of the core 8 classes, but I'm so glad you're here and that you're watching still and that you got some information. So yeah, but once you attend all 8 of the core classes, you get a free diffuser, which is really fun. And then my last slide for you is, if you want to receive a text from me every Wednesday, I send out just just an oil related tip or something. It's just whatever's on my heart in the moment, I send it out. And so if you want that weekly tip, text from me, you could scan that QR code, or you could just text my number on the screen, words Jessie tips, and I'll get you added to that. If you want more information about MetaPWR, you could text the word MetaPWR to my phone number and I'll get you more information and we can just continue the conversation. Okay. I am going to stop the recording. If you're watching the recording, please reach out if you have questions and I'm happy to help. If you're on live, I'll stay on for some Q&A. And I hope you all have a fantastic day. And we will see you not next week, but in 2 weeks.